Last year, we ran a short series on the top 10 coolest drivers. Now, those were my picks. We didn't put an age stamp on who they were, and we didn't say they were the best drivers. We just said they were the coolest. I'm Michelle Rahal with the Drive Channel and thedrivechannel.com. In our last episode, it was my picks on the 10 most beautiful cars of all time. We thought it made some sense to put this list back out there for you, so here it is. At number 10, Tim Richmond was an IndyCar driver who paved the way for open-wheel drivers in NASCAR. He was born in Ohio to a wealthy family. He worked his way up through the IndyCar ranks, then switched to NASCAR where he racked up 13 victories. He's most known for his wild parties and women, lots of women, earning him the nickname of Hollywood. He died of AIDS in 1989. James Hunt. If you're an American, you may not have heard of him, but if you're a Formula One fan, you certainly have. James Hunt was one of the most colorful world champions to have raced. He won the championship in 1976 with McLaren, but this driver was always a thorn in their side. He refused to sign a contract that had a clause in it requiring him to wear a business suit. He would go to business meetings either in a t-shirt and jeans or a suit, but always with no shoes. François Cevert, Jackie Stewart's young French teammate. Cevert, the son of a successful Parisian jeweler, made it through the ranks of Formula cars to be in the right spot at the right time. Kim Terrell gave the flamboyant driver a shot. He was also known for his off-track excursions with women. He drove alongside Jackie Stewart until he was killed in practice for the United States Grand Prix at Watkins Glen. His death was part of the reason that Jackie Stewart retired. Coming in at number 7, Graham Hill. What can you say? Graham Hill became the quintessential English gentleman racing driver. He won a world driving title and with his dashing James Bond looks, played bit parts in film later in life. His first Formula One race was Monaco 1958, and his last race was Monaco in 1975. In 1966, Hill won the Indianapolis 500. He was killed in a plane crash in 1975. Coming in at number 6, Mario Andretti. Calm, cool, and collected, this Italian-born American raced throughout the United States, winning everything in sight. The Daytona 500, the Indianapolis 500, and the Formula One World Championship. He remains down to earth and smooth to this day and is considered by many to be the best all-around driver to have ever lived. This one you're not going to expect at number 5, and that is James Dean, an actor. For the time period, he was the epitome of counterculture and a hell of a racing driver as well. Dean competed in every sports car he could get his hands on until he took delivery of a Porsche 550 Spyder that was nicknamed Little Bastard. While driving to a race with his mechanic, he ran head-on into a car and died. He remains an icon to this very day. Coming in at number 4, Paul Newman, another actor. But Paul Newman was always known for his acting, but little known outside the racing world as a true professional level racing driver. He didn't start racing until he was in his 40s, but won numerous national championships in SCCA, and he became the oldest driver to win in his class in 1995 at the 24 Hours of Daytona. He was 70 years old. Newman died at the age of 83. Number 3, talk about counterculture. Junior Johnson, what can you say about a guy who took moonshine running and parlayed it into a racing career? Johnson was so famous as a shine runner, he even used a red light on top of his car to ease through a roadblock the cops had set for him. Despite spending some time in prison, Johnson became one of NASCAR's legends and was inducted into the first NASCAR Hall of Fame. Now this was a tough one. Dale Earnhardt Sr. The son of a driver, Earnhardt worked his way up through the ranks in North Carolina and the South, even working at lumber mills to keep going. He's a 7-time NASCAR champion and was famous for his one-liners. A reporter asked him what happened after a crash. He replied, "I got in a wreck," and he walked on. He was unfortunately killed at the Daytona 500 in 2001. This was an incredibly hard pick between Earnhardt and this driver, but number 1 is known as the King of Cool. Steve McQueen, another actor who's little known for his racing endeavors. McQueen was the definition of cool, a complete rebel, counterculture figure, and genuine competitor. He paid for his acting lessons by racing motorcycles. He won his class at the 12 Hours of Sebring, only 23 seconds behind overall leader Mario Andretti. He drove Jaguars, Porsches, including the famous 917, and had a motorcycle collection that approached 100. From watches to sunglasses, what he wore would instantly become a fashion hit. He died in Mexico of lung cancer at the age of 50. It was too soon to lose these guys. Now, Junior Johnson's still going strong, and so is Mario Andretti. Junior, in fact, is one of the writers for us on Motorsports Unplugged. But the rest of these drivers have all passed on. These drivers lived on the edge, and they raced on the edge. They impacted our culture itself, not just racing. For the Drive Channel and thedrivechannel.com, I'm Michelle Rahal. If you like our episodes, let us know. Click on the favorite button on YouTube, comment to us, or subscribe. We want to bring you what you want to see.